Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
21.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Play action. Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
White. 1, Omaha.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. On the move to his left. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Here we go.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, inside and on the perimeter.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
I'm wondering.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because if...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Powers through it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
The Bengals at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Burrow on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it home with an extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back in the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Here we go.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
21. Here we go. Hey, alert!
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
21. 2.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
This pass complete to Melton. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
Another catch for Melton.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12, here we go. 11.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
He's able to find Melton.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
11-90.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
11, Tommy.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far.
Here we go.
And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Steps away.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 1, ready? Eleven.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see The quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody
11,
back.
mighty.
I've
11,
got
mighty.
this call.
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
11 MT. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Browns drive about to get started. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a nice run right there,
Here we
able
go,
to
here we
get
go,
to
here we
the
go.
outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
12. White.
Now Garoppolo finds his tight end Ingram. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go.
Well, the job becomes
21.
twice as
Here we go.
difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying?
Here we go.
Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught at the 25.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to give the defender.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Joe Mixon
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 30. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts him in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game, isn't it? And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Off line, ready?
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, They frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And that's caught inside the 35. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 45 yards. From the gun to give to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
Out to his left. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.